What did Joseph Goebbels write about in his diaries? Joseph Goebbels was a master of deception for millions of German citizens, but in his diaries, he was frighteningly honest. From 1923 onwards, he recorded every word, every intrigue, and every fear. These notes were not intended for his contemporaries. He wrote them for the future, believing that after victory, they would become the Bible of the New World. 75,000 pages of text in which he documented the birth and agony of Nazism. When Berlin was already in ruins, Goebbels ordered the entire archive to be transferred to a secret medium, glass microplates. 6 metal suitcases were to survive fire and time. Goebbels' secretary, Brunhilde Pomsel, later recalled those days. Quote, "He was obsessed with his notes. Even when shells were falling right next to the bunker, he dictated his thoughts to the stenographers. He said that these suitcases were more valuable than all the gold in the Reich's treasury because they contained his victory over history." End of quote. In May 1945, the suitcases disappeared. Soviet officers found only charred fragments in the bunker. For 50 years, the whole world believed that the records had been destroyed. Historians pieced together the diaries from dubious sources until something incredible happened in Moscow in 1992. In Russia's most secure archive, historian Elke Fröhlich discovered boxes containing 1,600 glass plates. It turned out that Soviet intelligence had taken them out of Berlin back in 1945 and kept them secret for decades. So what did Joseph Goebbels write about in his diaries? At a time when Goebbels was shouting about the invincibility of the Reich from the podium, he was simultaneously spewing tons of venom onto paper. He despised his comrades, calling the SS leadership morons, and described in detail how he manipulated Hitler to advance his own power. The diaries recorded the entire underside of the war. Goebbels described in detail how Hitler flew into hysterics over bad news from the front, how the Reich leadership wallowed in luxury while the people starved, and how the destruction of entire cities was actually planned. Goebbels' diaries are a chronicle of cynical self-deception, where in the last entry on April 10, 1945, the genius of lies acknowledges complete failure but continues to blame everyone but himself. The diaries are also a personal condemnation of the entire German people, who, according to the entries, proved unworthy of their leader.